And embedded in our laws now is environmental assessment, early stage decision making. And I can tell you from a pipeline industry point of view, we've had debates at our board table about, would you rather sort of advocate for a situation where policy first says, gosh, we need market access for this country to work, and then we'll figure out the environment. And in fact, I can tell you without exception, our executives all said, no, we need to know that that environmental assessment was done early stage, embedded in the kinds of things we talk to stakeholders about, embedded in what we take to regulators, and decisions will include the outcomes of that. So I'm sharing those examples because clearly it is very tricky to get absolute aligned policy that's balanced, but we really need that. And for Canada to be successful, right now we're seeing some real challenges, clearly, with respect to some of our tidal provinces, if you will, and various conditions set forth, including the latest from both Ontario and Quebec with respect to 7 conditions, including, in their case, a similar kind of expectation to that which the State Department is playing out right now on show me that these developments will not increase overall GHG emissions in the country. So I'm going into this because I think the problem that we face ultimately is we will never get to social acceptance through a project by project, very litigious approach. I think we really do need to have a viewpoint that is largely about general agreement on the path forward, and then clear decision making and clear understanding of the rules at the project level, but it needs to be framed within that overall policy. So I'm concerned in Canada today, and when I look extraterritorially, that these pipeline battles have adopted a very litigious approach. We are adopting and sliding into, thanks to, I think in part, very, very active, aggressive American-style activism, which is helpful in raising the debate, not helpful in how that it denigrates the public space and actually polarizes the opportunities, and in fact builds deep skepticism. In fact, some of those tactics are very directly oriented toward that explicit outcome. We've surveyed Canadians and find that when asked, do you trust the regulator to safeguard your interests? Only 1/3 say yes. And that is a very, very dangerous place to be in a country where we have traditionally counted on peace, order, and good governments, and we have traditionally counted on accommodation and trust. So even though across the full life cycle of projects and energy developments, spanning several generations at any given turn, there is continual improvement, and we need to get better as we go along. But we do have a real challenge ahead.